Tut. Ben gene yanlış kaydetmiş bunu ya. Ben doğru
Hocam
dedim. Ha tamam safe.
burada da kaydı başlatıyor.
Tamam
İstiyorsanız
hadi
hemen
biriniz başlatsın. Beni şey
başlat.
yapmayın. Evet
Başlat.
arkadaşlar 94-95 workbook'ta yapmayan 10 kişi var. Bunlardan sadece Yavuz Sarp Tomaç yüklemeye çalıştı. Mailden attığını bildiğim için bir sıkıntı yok. Buğra yayınla öncesinde konuştuk. Alp Gülgüner, Atilla Kağan, Can Yücel, Kubilay Geli zaten yok. Oğuzhan'a Allah kerim. Tançil hiç yok. İbo? Aha. Aha şok. Ben şok. İbrahim Özkendici ödev yapmadı gözüküyor burada.
Hocam yapmıştır da yükleme yokmuştur ha.
Olabilir. İbo?
Hocam,
Yüklemeyi mi unuttun yoksa yaptın mı?
hocam bir yarısını galiba yaptım sonra bıraktım sonra tamamen unuttum.
Onu
Tamam bakayım.
onu bu gün içinde
Evet. Şeyden hocam bu arada cidden yani haklılar yer yok. Word'den yazıp direkt dosya olarak yanına atsam olur mu?
O da olur. O da olur. İkisini de kabul ederim.
Hocam
Atın da
ben
nasıl
misin
atarsınız?
gösteriyor da size mail atmıştım. Gördüm.
Evet biliyorum. 96-97'ye bakıyoruz. Buradaki noktada da Ahmet Utku yapmadı gösteriyor. Alp Gülgüner yapmadı gösteriyor. Atilla Kağan yapmadı gösteriyor. Can Yücel yapmadı gösteriyor. Aha bir diğer şok. Deniz Çöçelli. Ne. Deniz Çöçelli o bugün bitsin.
Hocam bir şey soracağım mı bu yarına değil miydi?
Tamam.
Bu dün geceydi.
Dün gece deadline'dı
Ha.
o sizde. Arkadaşlar
bu geceye
bunları
de
halledelim. Çünkü şimdi bak önümüzde yeni writing ödevi vereceğim bir tane. O
Yes.
önemli. Bugün onu yapacağız hatta. O yüzden şöyle yapalım. Ha.
Hocam orada bir ne suçum şoku vardı.
Yok yok dur. Hocam ben şimdi
Onu-
tekrar atmayı deneyeceğim onu. Olacak galiba bu sefer. Yüklüyor
İnşallah.
çünkü. Şimdi.
Okay.
Deniz bence
So,
tamam olur mu?
ladies and gentlemen, let's start. But before that, let me check something. Good. All right. Writing expansion. Today we're going to talk about the magazine report. Now, what do you know about magazine report, guys? Let's have
I
your
don't know,
opinions.
I don't know magazine report, but I played in the Beauty and the Beast
Ah, cool.
as a musical at my old school.
I was planning to do the same. I mean, I want to do a musical. However, thanks to our crowded education program, is a little bit impossible. But let's see. Who knows? If I find the right cast, maybe I can do it next year.
I
You gave us a message, right?
Mm-hmm. Who knows? If maybe Deniz Gökgöz won't leave us, maybe. Huh?
middle of June. Let's wait just 10 more days maybe.
Ah.
But I don't know. It's like 60% I'll go, 40% I'll stay. I don't know.
We're gonna see that. Okay. Now, basically, guys, when we talk about the magazine report, have you ever read magazine before?
Yeah, lots of time.
Okay, what kind of
Nine.
magazines are you interested?
When I was a kid, Nat Geo Kids, definitely. Then my father has some magazines that come every month. That's about some cars. He's normally not into cars, but he likes the magazines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I can say I like the ones about space and all those things. And I like reading. But there's just one magazine that I buy every month. It's just Formula One. I buy it every month. I think I don't have any other.
Okay. All right. For example, anyone had a different interest in terms of magazines?
I don't watch it.
Yes, go
Me
ahead.
mi?
Let's start with Gökdeniz, then Nisu.
Well, I was reading the Uykusuz,
Uh-huh. One of my favorite.
Ha.
but I read it for just the articles or writings of Cansesium
Uh-huh.
because he's like a very good person.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just read the. Oh wait, I read Uykusuz and I read some. What was it, level or something like that.
Yeah, level. Another favorite.
That's it.
Hello.
Yeah, who's that?
Uh,
Suna, welcome back to our
Sorry,
class.
I didn't have internet connection for like 5 minutes, so I
It's
just
now 5
came in.
minutes, actually. You missed like 15 minutes.
Wait, it's at 3 and
Right now,
Wait.
the clock is 15, and we start our lesson at 1 o'clock.
okay. I'm
So?
sorry.
All right. Yes, Nisu, what's your idea? Thank you very much
I
for this.
I was reading Vogue magazines. And when I was kid, I was reading National Geographic and Bilim Çocuk.
Ah, cool.
Bilim çocuk.
Yeah, I was buying it every month.
Ah,
And
cool.
I still read them. And yes, right now I'm reading Vogue magazines. They're more
All right.
interesting.
So, are you interested in some sort of fashion jobs?
Maybe, yes.
Who knows? Maybe one day we will see you on the stage.
I don't know.
Doing catwalk falan böyle.
Yeah, maybe she can do a catwalk.
Yeah, of course.
Victoria's Secret'tan teklifler yani.
Who knows? Even one of the Victoria's Secret's angel, I read her interview. She said that actually she had no idea Victoria's Secret will accept them, despite that her weight is not suitable. But when they accept her, she immediately go out for gym, having some good program, eating program, and as a result, she was actually took by there was a guy named, I forgot her. Forget. So, who knows? Maybe one day we will see Nisu on the stage, and while she will do catwalk, or maybe
Yeah.
she will be the
When I
one.
Okay.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah, okay. When I was a kid, my parents and my grandmother or something, they always saying me that you're gonna be model when you grow up.
Okay.
I was thinking no, but I don't know.
All right. Okay. And let's see. For example, let me give you my interest. When I was in the high school, my first favorite magazine was Manyaki. It was almost like Uykusuz, except it is more detailed, and it was big. It was really big. Each month. And the storylines, blah blah, it was all perfect. I had a couple of favorite characters from there. I will never forget them. And then I was interested with Level, and I don't know if this magazine still exists, but there was a magazine about the computers and technological devices which is called PC Land, and it was really good. And so, all right, now let's read the interview first. Nisu, can you please start with the first paragraph?
If Nisu does it, I can read.
I believe that she was interested with this, but she's not responding now.
I love Emma Watson. Can I read?
I can.
Yes, Dennis, go
And
ahead.
Tito, did you call
Okay, now
My
I
name?
can hear it.
me?
Now I can hear
Okay.
it.
I was talking to my dad, and that's why I didn't hear you. Okay.
I see. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Emma Watson is the kind of girl you would want as your best friend. Intelligent, attractive, talented, and all around really nice gal. In celebration of her new movie Beauty and the Beast, we sat down with Disney's newest star to talk films and feminism.
Okay. Maybe you guys don't know this, but Emma Watson is also a famous figure in terms of the equality of women, and I'm not saying that she's feminist 100%, but she is defending the right of the woman, and even she made a speech in UN conference about the equality of women in many third generation countries. I really
Actually,
like. Yeah.
Two nights ago, I was checking every night before I go to sleep. I was checking the trend topics on Twitter from Turkey and from United States and all of them.
Mhm.
Emma was top 10.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
And I think it was because people are posting black pictures to their
Right.
Instagrams.
Yeah.
And when she posted that black one, she made a white frame. She put it in a white frame.
Mhm.
That's why they were
His
calling her racist like that. I don't know why.
Ah. I
Yes,
see.
her Instagram theme is based on like a white frame and then picture, and that's why first she posted, I think 3 white pictures and then 3 black pictures.
Yeah.
That's why, like, calling her.
They were calling her racist and like that.
Yeah. As you know, right now in US, the things is not looking good in many terms, and not only for the politics, but people were killed or people were arrested just because of their skin color. And maybe you guys heard that news before, but two white police officer, they tried to arrest an FBI agent, which is black
Yeah.
FBI agent, until he showed his badge. These two idiots cursing on him, and then they are also threaten him if he's not stay still. But when they pull out his badge, you should see their face.
Yeah.
And one of my close friends, she's now working in the Fox News in United States. We talk about the things happen in US, and she mentioned that many of the cops now had in a thin balance, because some people, these guys, at least like let's say 40% or maybe 50%, who knows, they swore to protect the people. However, during the years, she mentioned these cops, because of the many, let's say, unwanted situation, their psychology is getting worse. And as a result, these cops sometimes they did things that you will not even imagine. She said.
Mm-hmm.
I asked a couple of examples. She sent me a video. In this video, there's a cop who riding a horse, and then suddenly another cop with a horse. He just rush in front of the crowd without showing any sign of mercy. As you know that, did you know how much the weight of a horse? Did you know
Yeah.
that?
What?
What is the overall weight of a horse?
I don't know.
It is around like 550 kilograms.
Ooh.
And imagine that horse rush to the crowd, which each and every one of them overall weight is not more than 80, and their let's say legs can easily crush a man or a woman's skull in a blink of an eye. And it was so disgusting, Imagine that just I'm a teacher, right? I swore to teach young generation to make them better, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I turn from my oath, then what is my purpose? What's left?
Yeah.
Teach. Can I add something?
Go ahead.
You're saying horses, cops on horses running to people is disgusting, but that might be something psychological problem, like you said. But there's a video of a cop just shooting a cat because it started walking towards her.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, it was a she.
I mean, I just start with the the lowest section of this. I saw lots of examples higher than horses, and I don't want to describe this in front of you, but you're right. I mean, not only the cops in US do this, even in our country, the situation is same.
But can I ask?
Go ahead.
Like, I'm not racist. Don't get it wrong, but I'm really against that the things that are going on in US, because protesting, yes, but when it comes to vandalism and when they break everywhere, they burn it. I really stand against that part. Just
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, go.
Let Dennis speak first, but if he said so, go ahead. Why not?
No problem for me.
But let me remind you to keep the respect level. All right?
Okay. I think the protesting is okay.
Yeah.
But
we all agree on this.
If the government doesn't hear you with these protests, what can you do?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like when they I'm like when they first did, like everyone lays down and they shout, "I can't breathe." That's, I think, the best way to protest something about when you said it really right. When the U.S. government doesn't do anything, when they don't even arrest the policeman, that's when the people go maniac. But I really think that now it's not just about the racism thing that's going on in the US. It's not just racism. It's everything. When someone is against Trump, they are out there. When someone hates Germany, they go out there. It's like an explosion that everyone had in their mind, and it's just going out now. But I really
can I add something about this? Then we're gonna move on. By the way, Efe Karadeniz is right after I finish. Can you please continue with the second paragraph? Guys, the thing is, protesting is totally fine. But I think what Deniz wants to say, the owner of these shops, they are also maybe, the overall citizen. And sometimes these people, they pay a hell of a money to just maintain their job. However, when their workplace was either burned down or ransacked, it is really difficult. It is really, really difficult to get back on your feet again. In US, it is really hard. That's, I mean, yeah, on the other hand, sometimes, let's say the government officials, they don't hear you unless you make a noise. So time to time, they go a little bit beyond of protesting, unless you're not over exaggerate the situation. Okay, but if you're starting to damage other people's life, it's not fair. This is what I thought. But of course, we will see what happens next, because we all follow this situation. But I hope things will get better for the people. I'm not saying for the government. I'm saying for the people. I hope things will get, let's say, good for them.
The government doesn't have a chance in third of, at the.
Yeah, I mean, it's, if we talk about this, it's gonna be more detailed politics. So let's leave that. But if we have time, we can discuss about this while we're not on the live channel. All right, Efe, let's start. Guidance.
Okay. First, I asked Emma whether she had kept anything from the film set as a souvenir. She told me that the costume designer had designed a ring for Bella, which Emma thought was really beautiful. She asked if she could keep it after the film, and now she wears it all the time.
All right. Now this is a good way actually. Time to time, if you're working for the film companies, I even had a souvenir from one of the movie that I was working work
Well,
before.
I thought actors or actresses
Mhm.
can get some souvenirs.
Actually no. They have to drop
Like
it.
that, I'm not talking everything. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
can't they say, like, can I keep this thing? But not. I'm not talking about a dress.
yeah, I know. Here's the thing. Since I worked in film companies before, here's a basic example. Film companies in Turkey, time to time they are rent clothes as well as the souvenirs. Unless the actor or actress will pay the money uh, in order to reprimand the rent price, it's okay. If they can't pay it, or if the company didn't pay for the money, they have to give it back. That's why if you went to Istiklal in Taksim, there's a place, I forget the name though. It's a costume shop actually, but the interesting fact is you will see the all let's say costumes and souvenirs from one of the TV series called Muhteşem Yüzyıl.
Yo, I love it.
They have everything that they used it there, and even there was a what was there? Yeah, there was a company in Egypt. They also shoot out a TV series called The Kingdom of Fire, and they also rent some clothes, some Janissary clothes, as well as the Sultan, and Vizier. Yeah, the Vizier clothes as well. And but I'm not advise you to watch this. So to be honest, it's not a good good TV series. And when they finish their job, they will send all the clothes and souvenirs back unless they are paying for the rent.
The biggest part about this Beauty and the Beast, I don't know if you watched it. It's like a big product. It's like a big movie,
Right.
and the cast was amazing. Even Emma Watson is like a star. Like,
Right.
even when she plays in a movie, people go and watch it because there is Emma Watson in it.
All right.
The part is, in these kind of big productions, they mostly don't rent it. They don't even buy somewhere. They make the costumes at the place.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Göktürk,
why.
be ready.
Yeah, most probably that's why she could get the ring.
Yeah.
Most probably.
All right. Göktürk. Why Gökdeniz?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Sorry. Gökdeniz.
Mm,
My bad.
Something happened to my computer.
Can't see this or?
Can I read?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You can hear it now? Alright, go ahead.
Yeah. The film has a happy ever after ending when Belle and the Beast gets married.
Yeah.
I asked Emma what she imagined happened to her character after that. She said she thought Bella opened a school and the public library in the castle, which she ran for the local people.
Interesting. That's a good imagination, actually. Again, you see, her vision, even in the movie, is go like the equality. You see, if you live in a castle, you will always in the medieval period, you always was level above from the villagers. However, she want to open a school and public library in the castle for the local people, which she again shows the equality between the people. It's a good
Yeah, but
thing.
like in the movie, Belle was the only villager that was teaching kids to read, and she was the only one using the library. That's why it's actually normal.
Yeah, but I mean, since she teaching villagers only, and when she married with a man who had a huge castle,
Yeah.
she doesn't have to talk with the villagers anymore. You see.
Yeah.
Instead,
And the villagers hate
Yeah.
her.
so
Can I-
who's that?
Me.
Go.
Thank you. Shall I go?
Here you go.
When she's not acting, Emma campaigns for women's rights. So I asked what she thought was the biggest problem for young women today. She pointed out that although girls are told they don't need feminism anymore, they are still treated differently to men in the workplace. So there's still a lot to do to achieve 100% equality.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So I think what Emma wants to say that so a man should behave same to a woman and a man, right?
Okay.
I don't think this is possible, because like a man cannot talk the same way to a man and a woman.
No. You get it wrong. What she tried to show the equality. I mean, the same behavior. It's not about the same way that you talk with your, let's say, male friend. Instead, let's say, in some companies, you will see this. People, I mean, the managers, they don't accept a woman who become, let's say, vice principal or, vice manager. They don't like this because when you ask the reason, they say that nah, girls' brain is not working properly. They are not deserved for this job. Blah blah shit. It's a shit actually. The concept of equality, the 100% equality, to handle these problems. We don't see this every time. I mean, you don't see inequality in every place. Instead, this inequality happens in some companies, sometimes even in the countries. Even in US, it's happened, or in Europe, in Asia, in Turkey. It happened for everywhere. What she tried to achieve, she showed the things that whatever the man can do in the job place, if you teach right, woman can do this as well, which is, in a matter of fact, reasonable. That's the way. By the way, the gal here, the nice gal, it's an informal way of saying girl. Alright.
Why did they need something like that?
If you have a good relationship with someone, let's say, if I talk with Dennis, okay, then let's say Dennis Gökgöz, I can say, hey, what's up, boy? Like BOI. It's some sort of showing a positive feeling.
Like we have the meme, yeah, boy.
Yeah. Like,
A
what's up,
boy.
boy? Or,
Like not brother, bro.
yeah, like, bro, hey, what's up, bro? So that's the way, actually. I mean, you don't have to do this, but if you do, you can follow up. Now, how many minutes do we have?
1.
Okay. In 1 minute, let me explain the steps that you're gonna follow. Guys, first of all, create an eye-catching headline. The eye-catching headline means try to get the attention of readers.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna tell you in a moment.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, include some background information about celebrity, like show what they did, what he or she did. By the way, whose mic is this?
Özer.
I'm sorry.
It's really killing my brain. All right, express your opinion about them. Now, right after you include some background information, show your opinion about her or his achievements. Okay, and then try to give a reason for interviewing with them. Let's say you can interview with that person right after he or she did something achievable, okay, or something extraordinary. You can use the reported speech in here. You can report what you asked to them, and of course give the answers again using the reported speech. You can use informal language here. Okay, you don't have to say, "Dear Emma Watson, it's a great pleasure and great honor that I will personally make an interview with you, ma'am, and it is a great honor and great pleasure." If you go like that, it's not magazine report. It's more like a public speech for the LYPD. You know, and it's not good. All right, so what you need to do, I want you to take an eye to task 5. Okay?
Okay.
You're gonna do this part, and this is a homework for next week, Friday. Understand?
Okay.
Did
Alright.
it?
And let me open the schedule as well. Stop presenting. Here. And stream. Let's open the new